Recently, Blitzwolf reached out to Core Cars News about reviewing their new soundbar, and it's something that we've been hearing from a lot of our readers. As TVs get thinner, you can see how small this 2016 Roku TV from TCL is. It removes a lot of space that used to be used by sound systems. So the sound quality is compromised the smaller the TV goes, and that's where a soundbar comes in. Now this is a very affordably priced one compared to a lot of the options out there, and I'll put a link to it on Amazon so you can check that out if you want to know about pricing. I don't typically do pricing in these videos because it changes so often. So I'll just include a link down there if you're wondering about that. But let's take a look at the actual device itself. Now, a few things to remember. It offers a wide range of connections. Let me pull this out and show it to you. Here we go. All right, so you got your power cable. It comes with about 3.5 foot, 4 foot power cable, coaxial, optical audio, which is what I'm using right now, aux for phones, tablets, etc., USB, and HDMI ARC. There we go. So a lot of options, plus Bluetooth on this, which is really nice. Now, a couple things to remember is if you are using the optical audio, you need to go in and disable the TV speakers, because otherwise it's going to come out both. All you need to do is go to System Settings, go down to Audio, and right here, the very first option, TV speakers, I currently have it disabled. So we'll do a quick test on this and let you know what the sound comes like in a second. But because the TV speakers are disabled, that means the Roku remote no longer controls the volume. They do supply their own remote here with volume up and down, nice rubber buttons, nice plastic feel. And then you got big buttons here, aux, Bluetooth, optical audio, coaxial, HDMI ARC, and USB to control that there. So let's turn this up. Let's launch Netflix here and give you a quick demo of what the sound quality is like. So let's play Undercover Boss real quick.
This week on Undercover Boss. The president of Cinnabon Incorporated.
Delicious.
The youngest boss ever to go undercover. Poses as a contestant on a fake reality show about people.
All right, let's turn off that soundbar now. Let's go back into the settings. Go over to audio, and let's turn on the TV speakers again. So TV speakers are now enabled. Let's go back into Netflix. Let's play that again.
This week on Undercover Boss. The president of Cinnabon Incorporated.
Delicious.
The youngest boss ever to go undercover. Poses as a contestant on a fake reality show about...
All right, so I'm hoping that came through in my phone recording here. Trying a little different style with a freehand review here as opposed to a tripod. Definitely better sound, much more powerful sound, which goes back to the idea that when you give up space on the TV, your speakers are smaller. Smaller speakers means smaller sound range. Smaller sound range means lower output. If you're like in a bar or an area where it's really loud and you want to make sure everybody can hear it, something like this is not a bad option. The high range and the low range is definitely better on the soundbar versus your Roku TV. Now, is this the highest end soundbar you could ever buy? No. This is a very small soundbar. You see it fits very neatly between the two stands on my Roku TV. I can slide it all the ways back here. Now I'm using a point anywhere remote, so I don't have to worry about covering up the receiver in the front there. Newer Roku TVs, and some of them move them over to the side, which is pretty nice. And newer Roku TVs have higher stands on them. This 2016 model is much lower than the 2017, for example. So you're going to know, as you can see here, this 50-inch Roku TV clearly easily fits this soundbar. It may not be the most expensive soundbar, the highest quality sound, but the price is really right on this. If you're just looking for something that's louder, with a little bit better high, a little bit better low range, this is probably a device you should check out. The main downside I have that would annoy me is having to use a second remote. You can use different methods to connect there and to maintain a connection. But for what it is, a very cheap relatively speaking, soundbar. That's a very compact size, fits very easily, as you can see here in front of my TCL 2016 Roku TV, the 4K one from TCL. I'm very pleased. Can't remember if I showed this off. It does have buttons on the front for power, source, volume up and down. So it is a pretty nice feature there. But to each their own. If you have questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. I would say, for what it is, a mid-range soundbar with good sound that will be better than what you're currently getting through your TV, 2 thumbs up. If you're somebody who is super into audio and you want the most premium sound, you know, a soundbar like this is probably not what you want. You probably want a surround sound system. But if you just want something better than what you have right now, you don't want surround sound, you just want good, full, rich, high, low, and medium sound that can play in a very loud area, here you go. I'll put a link to it down in the show notes again. If you want to check out the pricing, again, that changes so often, so I no longer list it because everybody comes back to me and says, hey, you said it was this and now it's that. And it's like, well, things change on Amazon almost daily, it seems like. So check that out if you want to learn more. If you want to see what the pricing is, I'll leave a link there. Otherwise, hey, give us a thumbs up. It really does help us. Subscribe. Check us back for weekly videos, how-to guides, weekly Q&As, all about the world of cord cutting.